Hey everyone, welcome back. Let's jump right into today's explainer and tackle a genuinely fascinating numerical mystery. If you're the kind of person who loves tracking down missing pieces in a pattern, well, you are going to absolutely love the visual clues we're decoding today. Let's get into it. To set the stage, look who's leading the charge. We've got Pip the Parrot sporting a classic detective hat, and he's letting us know that the numbers in the number forest have mysteriously hidden themselves away. And he's not alone. He's joined by Professor Paws, complete with his trusty magnifying glass. Together, they're laying out our core mission for today. The numbers 1 through 50 have completely scattered, and it's up to our analytical skills to find the missing links in these mathematical sequences. All right, let's kick things off with clue number 1, the counting climb. To start, imagine a giant vine. We can visualize our counting pace here using a structured timeline. Starting off at second 1, we've got a 5. Then moving to second 2, we see a 6. But then, bam, we hit a glaring numerical gap at second 3, right before it picks back up at 8 and 9. We have to figure out how to logically bridge this gap. Professor Paws poses a really direct challenge to us here. He wants us to look closely at this sequence and figure out exactly what fits into that missing spot on the green leaves. So if we're following a basic linear progression, 5, 6, what logically has to come next to keep that uninterrupted upward pattern going? Boom, the missing link is 7. By dropping a 7 exactly in the middle of 6 and 8, the linear gap is filled perfectly. This just proves our forward counting baseline is solid and functioning exactly the way it should. Moving right along, we hit clue 2, the backward bounce. Okay, so we just nailed counting up sequentially from 5 to 7. Easy enough, right? But now we're throwing things in reverse with a brand new task, counting down from 20. This really highlights the sheer difference between the forward momentum we were just using and the new backward pattern we have to solve so we can land safely on our conceptual trampoline. Check out this downward path mapped on our timeline. We're starting up high at 20, bouncing backward to 19, then 18. But wait, right there at the 4th second, we hit another totally unknown variable before we finally land on 16. We need to trace these descending steps to deduce what comes next on the way down. To help us solve this one, Professor Paws actually gives us a massive hint. He says, think carefully, detectives. We are counting down. What comes right before 16 and right after 18? So the crucial point here is that he's focusing our attention entirely on the immediate neighbors of our missing number. By isolating the boundaries like that, finding the missing piece is just simple logical deduction. And of course, the number 17 seamlessly repairs the sequence. Slotting it right in between 18 and 16 lets that downward trajectory continue without a single interruption, catching us perfectly on the trampoline. All right, time for clue 3, the stepping stones. Picture a sparkling blue river. To cross it efficiently, we have to map out the literal steps a little cartoon frog must take. The stones are numbered sequentially. We start on 31, then there's a missing stone, followed by 33, 34, and 35. The real puzzle here is identifying the immediate next number right at the beginning of this forward sequence. We know exactly where we start, stone 31. We also know exactly where the rest of the path leads, 33 through 35. So, what is that critical connecting step that's going to let us cross the river safely without breaking the established math pattern? The sequence demands 32. As Pip the Parrot enthusiastically puts it, hop, hop, hooray! The number 32 logically connects 31 to 33. Once we pop it into place, it lights up the path and helps the frog make that leap across the river completely successfully. Finally, we reach our last puzzle. Clue 4, the starry sky. Gazing up at these twinkling stars on our timeline, just notice how far up the number line we've actually traveled. We are solidly in the late 40s now. Minute 1 gives us 45, minute 2 is 46, minute 3 is 47, but at minute 4, we have a clear gap before we hit 49 at minute 5. Pip points out these specific stars to us and asks a really vital question to help us identify the missing piece of this high number constellation. He prompts us to count up 45, 46, 47. So which star is hiding in that exact space right before 49? You guessed it, 48 is the missing link. By plugging it into that gap, the numerical constellation is totally whole once more. And Professor Paws even notes that star number 48 shines the absolute brightest of all to signify the successful completion of this higher-end sequence. And with that, case closed, mystery solved. Let's pull this all together. This table neatly summarizes the amazingly diverse counting skills we used to track down every single missing number from 1 all the way to 50. We used single digits forward on the vine to find 7. We shifted into backward counting on the trampoline to deduce 17. We navigated mid-30s forward sequencing on the stones to uncover 32. And finally, we mastered high 40s forward counting among the stars to lock in 48. It's just a fantastic structural overview of our entire journey today. Cue the digital confetti. Our amazing detectives wrap up the mystery by congratulating you. They declare, "Fantastic job, super detectives! You solved every single missing number today. You're amazing at math. Give yourselves a huge high five." And honestly, they're absolutely right. By applying consistent logic to missing variables in a set sequence, we just proved that structured math can be a truly fantastic and highly satisfying adventure. Before we officially wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one final thought to chew on. You mastered sequencing numbers 1 through 50 today, and you did it with incredible efficiency. But what numerical mysteries are lurking in the numbers beyond 50? What kind of wild and new patterns emerge when we cross into the hundreds, or literally even the thousands? Keep that curiosity fired up, and I really hope it fuels your very next learning adventure. Catch you next time.